weekend started and it ended in a flush. As I got older, I got time to prove my worth. More times than others, I felt face first in the dirt. Whoa, can't you see? You never take the gang.
Blog Talk Radio, Parent Unafraid. This is Jay Davis. I'm here, your host, solo, no co-host tonight. No Jacob Curran present at the moment. I'm inviting your calls right now. 646-716-9690. 646-716-9690. Blog Talk Radio. I am calling some motherfuckers out tonight. Namely, NFC Representative Jeff A. Vandenberg. You got something to say? You got something to stand up for? You got something you believe in? Give me a call, Jeff. 646-716-9690. Give me a call. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I would love to hear your justification. I would love to hear you say something when you're not hiding behind children, when you're not hiding behind women, when you're not hiding behind anything but that telephone. Give me a call, Jeff. 646-716-9690. Parent Unafraid. That's right. I'm not afraid. Those of you parents out there, those of you who've listened in the past, you know the reason for this show, the reason I stand up here, the reason I get on the air, and the reason I say the things I have to say is because these sons of bitches are holding my children hostage. These sons of bitches are holding your children hostage. These sons of bitches are holding our children over our heads and telling us how to parent them. They're telling us what we need to do in order to get our children back. And many of us, the vast majority of us, have done nothing to deserve the treatment that we're receiving. Our children, for goddamn sure, have done nothing to deserve the treatment that we're receiving. So, again, phone lines are open. Jeff, NFC, Jennifer Ritchie, Paula Jones, Donna Roselle, any one of you have something to say, any one of you have any way to dispute any of the claims that I'm about to make or I have made, call the show. Let's hear it. I'm going to tell you now, listeners, whether you're listening live, whether you're podcasting, whatever, listen carefully. I was at the NFC office today. I've been dealing with NFC for 10 months now. Oh, let me throw, before I go any further, let me go back. Let me go back a couple days here and extend this invite beyond just the NFC, the Nebraska Families Collaborative. Let me extend this invite to any member of the Sarpy County Court. Sandra Markley, Deputy County Attorney, call the show. 646-716-9690. You got something to say, you want to dispute some fact, if you have any way possible that you could dispute any word that I'm about to say, call the show, because I would love to hear it. And I'm sure that anybody out here listening would love to hear somebody prove me wrong. Somebody tell me that you're not in the business of stealing children, ruining families, and destroying lives. Somebody call the show and tell me I'm wrong. 646-716-9690. Anyway, I'm Jay Davis again. Thanks for tuning in. I was in court the other day. Sarpy County Court, Judge O'Neill's courtroom, Judge Robert O'Neill. Another joke. Another sham. Another piece of shit in a robe. Pretending to act in the best interest of children. My children have been left in the care of an absolute freaking psychopath. Am I mad right now? Do I sound like a psychopath? I probably do. And I make no apologies for that. You fucking threaten my children. You threaten my fucking family. Fucking gloves are off. Gloves are off. I played by your rules. Well, the rules have changed, motherfuckers. The rules have changed. Starting now, the rules have changed. I will no longer bow to you. I will no longer accept your dictate, your mandates. I will no longer play by your rules because you've threatened my family. When you threaten my family, it's a whole different fucking game. I went before this Judge Robert O'Neill last week, with one request. The request that the evidence I have in my possession be heard in court. That the evidence I have, calling you out, Jeff Vandenberg, calling you out, NFC, the evidence that I have that proves that my children were taken from my home illegally with no justification. All I asked was that that evidence be heard. I was silenced. I was not allowed to speak in court. Any effort made to speak in court was met by a swift fucking swing of the gavel and wisp of the robe and fucking Judge O'Neill saying, oh no, we're not going to hear this, we're not going to hear this, we're not going to hear it today. The same day, June 26th, in Sarpy County Court, I filed a motion to dismiss everything based on the fact that it's all bullshit. I offered proof in that motion. Somehow, my motion was lost in the shuffle. Somehow, my motion just came across their desk on the 30th. Somehow, wasn't there in time. Somehow now, my motion will be heard September 30th, 3 months from now. Any of you who know what's going on, any of you who are involved in the system, any of you who are involved with NFC, the state, you know. When the children have been out of their home for 15 of the past 22 months, the state has an obligation to file to revoke your parental rights, to terminate your rights as a parent, to terminate any claim that you have to your children. You're trying to push it. You're pushing the envelope. You're pushing it to the last minute. I get it. You know what? I'm not bound by your rules. I'll play within them. I'll play within the rules, and I'll beat you at your own game, just like I have been so far. I've been beating you at your own game, and you don't like it, so you're taking your toys and you're going home. Fair enough, pussies. Call in. One of you. 646-716-9690. Tell me what you got. You got nothing. You got nothing. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm a little fired up. A little fired up today. A little fired up. Not that I'm not always fired up. I tend to stay that way. Because I'm Jay Davis. I don't live any other way. I'm not made to bend. I'm not made to bow. Does that make me a bad parent? Does the fact that I refuse to fucking bow down to your fucking mandates, does the fact that I refuse to fucking live my life a different way. Show me one way that my lifestyle, that my efforts, the way I've lived, the way I've parented, the way I've raised my children has been harmful to them. Show me one way that I've been a danger to my children, that they've been in any way placed in harm's way. Show me. You can't. There. This is a joke. This is a joke. CPS. Don't get me wrong. And let me state this again. Let me state this very clearly. There are times, there are reasons, there are justifications. There are instances where state intervention is necessary to protect children. And in those instances, I stand behind you. I fucking salute you for what you do. I salute you for the lives that you've saved. I salute you for the children that you fucking removed from harm's way, that you fucking have done your jobs, protected, and stuck your necks out for. I salute you. My case, my children, my family's not one of those instances. And neither are many of the dozens, the hundreds of instances that I've heard of just recently. None of them. I haven't heard one person that I've spoken with, one person who's emailed the show, one person who's text messaged the show, one person who's called the show. Not one person has stood up and said, NFC is a fucking godsend. State intervention is a godsend. State intervention is a miracle. You fucking miracle workers, I haven't heard not fucking one word in your defense. Not one person stand and say, hey, these people changed my life. They fucking helped me out. They did what they needed to do, and my life's different because of it, and thank you. I haven't heard it once. I don't think I will hear it. What I hear repeatedly, what I constantly hear, what I hear day after day, is that you motherfuckers invade people's lives. You intrude on people's lives. That you force your will on individuals. You force your will on families. That's not what America's built on. That's not this holiday that we're about to celebrate. That's not what America's founded on. That's not what I stand for. And I won't stand for it anymore. And no parent out there should. I will not stand here afraid of what you will do if I don't bow. Went to the NFC office today to let them know I refuse to bow. To let them know, under no uncertain terms, will I ever bow to their will, bend to their whim, submit to these fucking absolute fucking morons. You have no justification. You got no basis for being in my life. You have no reason to live. You have no reason. There's no reason for your existence. Not in my universe. As I've said, sure, I bet you do good work from time to time. I bet you there's a handful of motherfuckers out there who you've helped. That's not the truth for the majority of the cases that you deal with. Admit it. When faced with evidence, you backpedal. When told that backpedaling will not be accepted, when faced with the fact that you've got a motherfucker in your office right there looking you in the eye and you can't say a fucking thing to him. When faced with fact, when faced with reality, you know that you're a fucking comical joke. You're a fucking farce. Tell me how you saved my children. Tell me how you saved my fucking family. Show me how your intervention has benefited the Davis family in any way. Can't do it. Jennifer Ritchie, Paula Jones. I was in your office today, along with you, Jeff A. Vandenberg. Vandenberg, yeah, you want to fucking poke some jabs online? Poke some jabs to me when I'm in your face. Poke some jabs when I'm standing right there. No, you hide behind women. You hide behind children. You threaten my family. And then point and fucking cry foul when I call you on your own fucking game. Not anymore. Not anymore. I'm calling you on your game. You want to tell me I've threatened you? I haven't threatened you. All I've done, I've threatened to expose you. Bear with me momentarily, there, listeners. I'm going to grab about fucking 40 of the 80 pounds worth of fucking evidence that I've got. Give me a minute.
The order of the day is don't listen and attack. See the blood run.
Alright. Sorry about that. It's more flogging Molly. I didn't mean to burn you with more of the same music you've already heard. Anyway, said I'd get some evidence. Alright, let's get down to the fucking brass tacks, you motherfuckers. Let's get down to it. Again, my name's Jay Davis. I'm here, Blog Talk Radio, Parent Unafraid. You're listening live. Maybe you're podcasting. Either way, email the show, jdavis, Jaydavis, at jdavis.net. Call the show, 646-716-9690. Text message the show, 402-616-6093. One way or the other, get a hold of me. You got something to say. You got something to fucking add to this. If you got an opposing viewpoint, god damn, I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Alright. Evidence. Here we go. Evidence. Little backstory here. August 19th, 2014. My children. My 3 children. Cooper, Connor, Jace. Removed from my home. Removed from my custody. Removed from my care. By the state of Nebraska. Reason being, alleged drug use. In my home. For the sake of argument, I'm going to throw this out there real quick. Federal law says, state law says, that parental substance use, not saying there was any, but law says that's not enough to take a kid from the home. It's not enough to take a kid from his parents. To just say, oh, they used or abused or dealt in any kind of substance. Has to be evidence of maltreatment. Has to be evidence showing that that substance abuse or that use of a substance, alcohol, drugs, whatever, there needs to be some sort of evidence that that use or abuse contributed to some sort of maltreatment of the children involved. Fair enough? Fair enough. Let me read to you, listeners, dear listeners, NFC, Judge O'Neill, Department of Health and Human Services. Let me share with you the narrative, the initial risk assessment performed by Angela Thielen of the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Give me a minute here, it's a little out of order. More backstory real quick while I'm shuffling this paperwork. My children were placed in my custody November 1st, 2011. Because their mother is a fucking psychopath. On not one occasion, but 3 occasions, was I granted custody of these children. Anyway, on to the documentation. Circumstances surrounding maltreatment. On August 1st, 2014, This worker, along with Detective Ben Iverson and Captain Jeremy Kinsey with the La Vista Police Department, made an unannounced visit to Jason Davis's home. That's me, Jason Davis. Jason Davis answered the door, holding his 1-year-old son, Jace. He held Jace throughout the visit, stated he was taking Jace to daycare at Children's Respite Care Center where he receives physical therapy and occupational therapy for his juvenile arthritis. Fact. He was informed of the current allegations, and he was upset, but not irrational. Fact. He stated the same thing happened in 2011 when the children's mother was suicidal. Fact. He got custody of the children and the case was closed after 6 months. Fact. More backstory. The allegation is I was using methamphetamine in my home. Carry on here. This worker, Angela Thielen, did not observe any physical signs of methamphetamine use, as he did not appear to be extremely skinny, thank you. Any pick marks? There were no track marks on his inner arms. Only his right front tooth appeared to be deteriorated. Any of you who know me know that motherfucker's been fucked up since I smashed it on the handrail at fucking St. Columbico back in the day, skateboarding. Yeah. He was also not displaying any behaviors that would lead this worker to believe he was under the influence. He was not displaying any behaviors that would lead this worker to believe he was under the influence. That's the initial assessment right there. No behaviors displayed that would have led this worker to believe I was under the influence of any kind of drugs. After speaking with Jason Davis, this worker visited with Connor and Cooper Davis. And Connor, today's your birthday. Son, my son turns 8 years old today. I love you, son. Happy birthday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be with you today. I fought and I begged and I fucking pleaded with these people. I was unable to be with you today. And I love you. And Connor Davis, you were the most amazing, most beautiful, perfect little boy that anyone could ever ask to have. And I am grateful to have had the time with you that I've had. I love you more than anything. Happy birthday, son. Be back in a minute.
Every day, I'm fucking picture too. It's the show. If you can see yourself, what you wanna still, you're from a masturbate. Promise to stop the age. Today I play the part of your parents. Nothing good but for you to know about yourself. The lie make you believe what's evil. It's making love and making friends, meaning got the wrong way. The right way to see, to bleed. You're not enough. It's all you're patching up. Oh, fucking lost all. We're dead alone.
Alright, I apologize. Oceans got away on me for a minute there. Back to some evidence, motherfuckers. Anyway, again, thank you. Thank you for listening in. Podcasters, live listeners, whoever. Thank you. It's Jay Davis, Parent Unafraid. Sharing with you right now some evidence, some proof of the fact that these motherfuckers are out to get you. That not one of them has any evidence. And when presented with real evidence, presented with real fact, they cower. They threaten. They dangle children in front of you. They've dangled them in front of me, thinking that I would be like much of the rest of them. And those of you who have bowed, I mean no disrespect. You're not wrong in bowing. You're not wrong and submitting when your children are on the line. You're not wrong, and I hold nothing against you. However, I refuse. I refuse to bow. I refuse to allow you, NFC, State of Nebraska, Judge O'Neill, Sandra Markley, Deputy County Attorney, Sarpy County. I refuse to bow to you. I refuse to allow you to continue to commit crime in the name of children, in the name of defense of children. I refuse to bow and allow you to continue your destruction of families in the furtherance of your fucking agendas. I will not stand alone. I will not stand silent. If I stand alone, that's fine. You are going to have to silence me. You can't do it. You can't do it. You've tried. You tried to have me fucking thrown in jail. You've tried to have me imprisoned. You've tried to have trumped up charges fucking prosecuted. You've tried to prosecute me for shit that never happened. What's been thrown out of court? Somebody listens. Somebody understands truth. Somebody understands justice. That same somebody will hear me speak when I tell them that you're full of shit. That you're criminals. That it's you who need to be prosecuted. Your days are numbered. Don't take that as a physical threat, because it's not. I'm not threatening you physically. I'm not threatening your safety. I'm threatening your careers. I'm threatening your fucking careers. I guarantee you that. By the time this is said and done, I'm still going to be a broke-ass white boy living here, childless. But I've got my pride. I've got my integrity. You'll have nothing. I know what it's like to live with nothing. You don't. I'm comfortable having nothing, living with nothing, being nothing. You've aspired to something greater, and you fucked it up, and now you're going to pay. You fucked it up, not me. Don't blame me for telling the truth. Anyhow, back to some proof. You fucking worthless fucks. After speaking with Jason Davis, again, this is the narrative of one Angela Thielen, worker for the Department of Health and Human Services, investigating claims of my maltreatment of my children. After speaking with Jason Davis, this worker visited with Connor and Cooper Davis privately in their home. They presented as very happy children. They were dressed appropriately. They said their father was very nice, as he bought them a PS4, and there's nothing about him they did not like. They talked about going bowling with their father, playing football. They might go to Adventureland soon. The children denied blank blank ever lived in their home, but only had stayed a few nights. They did say that their blank blank lived at their home. The children denied when their mother was staying at their house that she and her father were ever arguing or fighting. They said they are, quote, really, really happy at home, and they're safe because their father is super strong. They said their father takes care of them and ensures that they eat, that they're not home alone, the house is clean, that they bathe, they're in bed on time. They denied their father is in his room for long periods of time because he's always with them. Sorry. Captain Jeremy Kinsey completed a walkthrough of the home, while this worker and Detective Iverson spoke to blank blank. Captain Kinsey stated he did not observe any evidence of drugs in the home. Only a lot of cigarette butts. You had no reason to take my children, you fucking pieces of shit. We wouldn't be having this discussion. We wouldn't be having a discussion about whether I'm angry. Yeah, I'm fucking angry. Yeah, I'm angry. You've stolen my fucking children. I'm gonna be fucking angry. When one of your own tells you there's no reason for you to be involved, when one of your own testifies there's no evidence supporting the need for your involvement in our lives, and yet you continue to invade and intrude on our lives, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off. I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna protect my family. I'm gonna protect my home, and I have the right to do so. You motherfuckers have backpedaled. You fucking have tried to justify your presence in my life. You try to justify your existence. There is no justification. There's no reason for it. And now that you see me angry, now that you see me standing here defending my fucking family and calling you out on your bullshit, and you see me ready to fucking put you into the fucking ground and call you out on every fucking thing that you've said, and call you on every lie that you've spoken, every fucking ounce of fucking mistruth that you've stated in court, I call you on it. And now that you know that you're in jeopardy, your families are in jeopardy, your lives are in jeopardy, your fucking jobs are in jeopardy, now you want to backpedal. Now you want to justify shit. Now you want to point fingers. There'd be no need if you were honest from the beginning, motherfuckers. There would be no need. Let's get real. Let's be honest with each other. You took my children from my home because I proved you wrong in the beginning. You were mad. Your feelings were hurt. You were offended. Because a motherfucker like me proved you wrong. I'll prove you wrong again. And again. And again. And again. Like I have. I have nothing to lose. You've taken everything I had. I have nothing left to lose. I will fight. I will fucking fight. If anybody knows Jay Davis, anybody out there knows a motherfucking thing about me, you know this. I will fight. You threaten my family, I will fight. I will not bow. I will not stop. I will not cave. And you will lose. I will not fucking bow to you. Call me angry. Fine. I'm not ashamed of that. If I said anything hurtful, I'm sorry. Have I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry. You know what? You know how I avoid my feelings being hurt? You know how I avoid fucking people saying shit that I might not like to hear? I don't fuck them over. I live my life in a manner in which I can hold my head high. I don't fuck people over. I don't hurt people. Until those motherfuckers threaten me. Anybody's got anything different to say, call the show. Call. 646-716-9690. 646-716-9690. I don't hear any fucking phones ringing, you motherfuckers. Alright, this is going to be a bit of a surprise here. Hopefully you can hear it. Hopefully you can hear it come as a surprise both to you and as listeners, also to the person I'm calling. Hey, Dad, this is me. This is Jay Davis. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I apologize for putting you on the spot here. I've got you live on my radio show right now.
Oh, well, your picture came up like you're using your phone.
I am using my phone. I've got you on speakerphone. I'm here in my bunker, my undisclosed bunker location where I broadcast my show from. I just thought I'd give you a call real quick.
Your bunker?
Yeah, I call it the bunker. I broadcast from an undisclosed location.
Oh, I got you.
It's a bunker. But I'm in the midst of a war here.
Okay.
So I'm presenting a few things to my listening public, and my listening public is growing day by day.
Okay.
It's day by day, it's growing, and that's pretty awesome. But I'm presenting some fact tonight, some things that I've held back. I've held back quite a bit. I've held back quite a bit because I've tried to play by rules. I've tried to play fair, but there's no playing fair. These people don't play fair, and I've tried to play by their rules, and I've tried to be civilized. I've tried to do things in a manner which would be suitable, to them. But the only thing suitable to them is that I bow down. And what I'm trying to do right now, I've presented already to the listening public the narrative of the initial assessment worker who came to my home and did their little assessment and spoke to my children. Oh, by the way, listening public, this is Gail Davis. This is my father, who actually lived in the home with my children and I for the entire year prior to the state's intervention. The entire year prior, this man lived in the home with us, witnessed every event, witnessed every instance where maltreatment may have occurred. He was there. Tactfully and strategically planned out enough as these people did things. They entered my home, they came to my home, they made their allegations the day after my father left my home. The day after. The very next day. Dad, I've already told these people, I've already told the public here, I've already told my listeners how the initial worker came in and said, they interviewed my kids. My kids said, we love our dad. He's a great guy. There's never been any instance where he's been anything but a great parent to us. In your assessment, Mr. Davis, of the year that you spent in my home, I'm not asking you to give me a gleaming recommendation as a parent, as a father. I'm not asking for that. But I would like you to give your assessment, your evaluation, just from your observation. As an outsider, we'll call it that, an outsider. Your observations of how things were during the year that you lived here.
Well, number one, I've known you quite a long time. And Jason, my son, he's never ever wanted to be anything but father. Even when he was young and not always making wise decisions in every area, which most of us don't when we're young. He still always, loved children, and I've never seen him be anything that would be pleasant to kids that might be hanging around with him that weren't even his. So with his own children, he was firm with them. It's not that he never ever corrected them or yelled at them, but he was never ever cruel to them. Of course, there are some people in court that say, no, yelling is abusing. Well, that's nonsense. He was never ever anything but pleasant with them. He loved them. And he took care of them to the best of his ability, which is better than most. Maybe, certainly.
To make things to make things clear, we're speaking of your grandchildren.
I know.
We're speaking of your grandchildren. And so, in your assessment of things, and your evaluation, and your observation of things, have you ever believed that your grandchildren were in any danger while they were in the care of your son, Jason Davis?
Never for a moment. Well, I did change direction, from young friends to young children without announcing it. But the year that I was there, he corrected them and kept them walking, which we are commanded by common sense and scripture, to correct and gather children. But he was never, ever abusive, cruel, violent.
What about neglect? We're talking about the allegations. That the allegations aren't necessarily that I was ever abusive to my children. The allegations are mostly that I neglected their well-being, that I neglected them. In your assessment, were the children's needs ever neglected?
Never, ever in any way. He enjoyed their company.
Was it?
He was around them, and of course, the year that I was here, he was working, so we all have to work. We have to make a living. But he was always cared for.
One way or the other, yeah.
But he was always enjoying the company. He spent most of his free time, just playing with them, teaching them, playing football.
Or you know what's surprising, Dad? You know what's surprising is what you just said there. What's surprising is that's the assessment that's given by every one of the workers who comes now. Every one of them who come and make the same neutral assessment. Each of them say the same thing. That every moment that I have, I spend interacting with and enjoying that interaction with my children.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
And so we've ruled out abuse. We've ruled out neglect. Let me ask, has anyone ever asked this opinion from you before?
I'm going to say that again.
Has anyone ever asked you, besides me, has anyone ever asked or elicited the same opinion from you?
Not a single word.
And yet,
Never asked my opinion.
and yet, you'd lived here for a year prior, and you would know. I mean, if anyone would know, it would be you, right?
More than anyone else. I was always around.
Hey, Dad, thank you. I apologize for putting you on the spot tonight. I know that if I would have called you beforehand and said, hey, let me put you on the radio, you wouldn't go.
Well, you're probably right.
I apologize for putting you on the spot. I had to do what I had to do.
That's okay. God bless.
I'll call you back later.
Yeah,
All right, Dad. So, there we have it. We're talking proof, we're talking evidence, we're talking let's lay it all out on the line. Motherfuckers, here we go. I've thrown mine at you. What have you got? 716, or no, that's area code 646-716-9690. Talk shit to that. Stand up to that. Stand up and offer evidence in the face of that. My phone hasn't rang yet. I've been on the air with you now for 48 minutes. But I haven't heard shit. Because you've got nothing. You can't say anything. You can't offer anything in your own defense. I'm Jay Davis. This is Parent Unafraid. We're going to listen to some more music right now.
Check it out.
Hey Davis, this is Jay Davis, that's me. This is Blog Talk Radio, Parent Unafraid. I thank you. Those of you who've listened in, those of you who podcast this episode, thank you. Have been afraid to call in because you stand on the other side of the fence? Fuck you. Those of you who have listened in and have been afraid to call in because you stand on my side of the fence and you're afraid of what might happen should you raise your voice, should you speak out, should you let them know that you're unhappy, that you're fucking done being trampled on, that you're done being fucking threatened, that you're done allowing these people to use your children as ammunition, as bait, as ransom. Those of you, let me tell you right now, I stand for you. I stand not just for my family. I'm not mad just because of my family. I'm not mad because this shit happens to me. I'm not indignant just because I've been offended. No. I stand and I speak out and I do this show and I speak my mind because it's fucking wrong. It's wrong that it's happened to me and it's wrong that it happens to you, and someone needs to stand up, and god damn it, I will stand up. I have said it time and again. I've said it tonight, and I will say it again now. There are instances where state involvement, state intervention, there are instances, unfortunate circumstances happen, and there are unfortunate instances where your involvement is necessary. In those respects, in those regards, in those instances, I salute you. I fucking thank you. I thank you for the children's lives that you've intervened in and that you fucking helped save the lives of fucking children. God damn it, I respect the fuck out of what you've done. My case isn't one of them, and neither are any of the ones that I've heard from. I haven't heard from a single fucking family who said, state involvement changed my life. Thank God for the state. Thank God. I haven't heard from one of them. Somebody changed my mind. Somebody changed my motherfucking mind. I haven't heard a fucking word. Something's got to change. I'm about to end the show, this first hour, because we're talking about independence. It's the Independence Day special here on Parent Unafraid. First hour. I'm proclaiming my independence. How about the rest of you? How about the rest of you? Who's going to stand together? Who's going to stand up? Who's going to proclaim their independence? Not against British rule. Not no fucking Tea Party bullshit. Who's going to stand for their families? Who's going to stand for their children? Who's going to stand up and say, this is bullshit? I will. I'll stand for it. And 1 hour from now, I will stand again and say the same fucking shit, but I'll be joined by co-hosts. Tune back in 1 hour from now, Parent Unafraid Blog Talk Radio. We're not fucking done yet, motherfuckers.
Send you down to friends, so tired of them. See them all running, they all want revenge. See them on their strength, see them all around. Upset the system, gonna burn it down. Take a slap, fight back, just not a day. Down, take right, stories time, stay. See, fight tonight, what you gonna do? Someone's always throwing knife behind you. See them on the run with bullets in their head. See them all fighting. They all want revenge. You wanna riot, you wanna fight. New York City is ours tonight. They all want revenge. 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 They all want revenge.
YouTube's going.
Now, press 1 to hear.
Talk radio.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blog Talk Radio.
Blog Talk Radio.
That's right, I called it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Every day, you see me. I'm on the It's just the attitude. If you can see yourself, what you want to show, you're from a masturbate, promises of the age. Today I'll play the one of your parents. Now make the hard difference for you to know about yourself.
Your lies make us believe much evil. Keep making love and making friends being done the wrong way. The right way.
The right way. To see, to be, to not be done.
Trying to make us.
It's true. You're matching us. Oh, fucking lost.
That timing didn't work out right. In turn, you're making us pair not afraid. I'm Jay Davis.
I'm Jacob Curran.
And we're back. Been a little bit. Been a minute. A hot minute. Been a hot minute since we've been on the air. YouTubers, you get a special delight this evening. Just because who knows what the fucking Blog Talk Radio censors out. I tried to put it tonight. I went R-rated on this one.
Wait, do they have the power to censor us?
I don't think they did. I mean, I think they have. They ask us to rate the show.
Oh.
You know, and
We do public a lot. Or
I have.
any.
Yeah. Maybe irresponsibly so. But
Little kids
time to
gotta
put
learn sometime.
put the youngins to bed because this fucking gloves off. Gloves are off. Here we are. It's back. Jay Davis once again. It's Jacob Curran. I'm Ernie Chambers.
Always back.
Ernie Chambers.
I kind of missed him. We missed you, Ernie.
There's been a certain element missing. There has been something not right lately, and I will tell you right now, Ernie, I think it's been you. You are the fucking star of this show, Ernie Chambers. Ernie Chambers is a legend.
Yes, you are, Ernie. Yes, you are.
Beyond that, Ernie, you are my friend. I will tell you right now, Ernie Chambers, none of this would exist if it weren't for you. None of this would be possible were it not for that 45-year-old sweatshirt. None of this would be possible without you, Ernie Chambers, and we don't give you enough credit, and I apologize for that. I know on the tagline, the intro, the little hashtags or whatnot, what's it say? Oh, it doesn't say unapologetic.
Oh.
We're on a lot of things. Unapologetic is apparently not one of them. So good, I can tell you I am apologetic, Ernie Chambers. Ernie, accept your apology, Jay Davis.
We're sorry we haven't taken your spot sooner.
And so, having said that, allow Ernie Chambers to take this point in time for Ernie to say, Jay Davis, Jacob Curran, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you both. I hope you enjoyed my cake. I hope you enjoyed some Ernie Chambers family recipe.
Yeah, I've been advised to not even touch your cake, so...
Don't say you're sorry now, Jacob Curran,
I'm not sorry.
because you're unapologetic.
Yeah.
Your show's Unafraid. You're not afraid of Ernie Chambers.
No.
How about you, Jay Davis? Why are you talking to me all sultry like? Kind of seductive in a way. Ernie's kind of creeping me out. Oh, Ernie just missed you. Miss you too, Ernie. Now. It's enough of that.
Cinnamon.
Got the Willies. The Willies from that. Got the Ernies. I got the Ernies now.
Who's the Chambers?
Y'all got the Ernies.
Get out.
Ernie. YouTubers, you probably see my lips moving.
Optical illusion.
Forget what you just seen.
Nothing is real.
Also, forget this.
This is lemonade. We're recycling.
That's right. Also, something else is a little different tonight.
Yeah, your beard grew out.
Yeah, the beard's a little longer. Those of you who are offended by such things, I apologize, because we're in the business of making a show that's apologetic.
It's just so ghastly. I mean... How could
It's
go
like
on?
Medusa.
Yeah. Put a couple snakes in
That's
there.
that's some YouTube 3D right there.
You can't get special effects watching those gamers on YouTube. This is where we're at. Right here.
And
I
so,
challenge PewDiePie.
oh, Jacob tells it how it is.
He sucks.
That's what we do here.
He's
We
not
tell it
even
how it
funny.
is.
He's not even funny. The dude is just really stupid. And he sucks at games. And he makes
Sucks
a
at
channel.
games.
He makes a channel on it.
A channel.
Yeah.
Whole freaking channel devoted to sucking.
PewDiePie. Even that name is stupid.
That was pretty stupid. We don't have any pie in our names.
We're not afraid of pie.
Yeah.
We don't pew pie, we eat it.
Pew pie.
That just sounds nasty.
Tell you what. See what it says here? This is unabashed, uncensored, unrelenting. The gloves are off from now on. From now on, when I know we may have said this an episode ago, where, you know, we're just gonna call people out and things like that. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I know it's not gonna further any of our agendas. It's not gonna help us out in any way. But at this point, this fucking battle's been fought. This battle's been fucking lost. Long before Parent Unafraid got in the scene.
The war wages on, though.
The future's been decided. The outcome's been rehearsed. They just didn't count on us. And so, knowing that the battle's lost, knowing that we got nothing to lose, and knowing that we got Ernie Chambers on our motherfucking side.
It's on.
Ha! Take that, Judge O'Neill. Take that, Jeff Vandenberg. Take that, Jennifer Ritchie. Take that, NFC. Take that, Paula Jones with your twitchy motherfucking eye. You fucking weird bitch. Yeah. Yeah, we're going, oh, this is the adult show. This is the adult show tonight.
Expect us. Speaking of Anonymous, did you happen to see what they did the other day?
You know what? I haven't. I've been out of the loop, Jacob. As you well know, I've been out of the loop. Let me explain. Before we get into that, 'cause I definitely want to hear. Before we get into that, let me just explain part of the absence. Part of the absence has been I've been dealing with a little bit of truth myself. I've been dealing with the fact that these fucks have gone not only so far as to take my children from my home, but now it appears they may not visit. And I'm not going for that shit. They've invited me to their offices tomorrow. Fucking dumbass. They invited me to their offices tomorrow, Monday, to rehash things, to discuss I guess how things are going to pan out from here on. They didn't tell me when. They just said Monday. I'm going to be there at 8 o'clock. I'm going to be there at 8.
Need some backup? Or someone to hold you back at least?
Let me tell you about this clown that they had as security out there the other day. You may be a little young. Are you familiar with Eazy-E?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Eazy-E may have had some street cred. A little bit of a reason to second guess yourself when stepping into things with Eazy-E. Maybe. They had this guy that looked just like Eazy-E as their security guard. A fucking 5'10", 140-pound, weave-wearing child. Basically, it was a child. Yep, they had a child. And I mean, no offense to you, weave-wearer, Eazy-E, look-alike. No offense, buddy. You're gonna make a great security guard one of these days. Today's not the day.
When you grow up.
Today's not the day. I told him on my way out the door, you're gonna need to beef up your fucking security if you intend to silence a motherfucker like Jay Davis when it comes to your fucking office.
Nice. I think we can have an armed escort when we walk in.
Yeah, odds are things are gonna be a little different when I show up tomorrow. At no specific time. Who knows? Who knows? I think I just specified though when they said 8 a.m. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Odds are Easy E won't be there at 8. You know why?
Sleeping in.
Yeah. How'd it go?
Gotta live that lifestyle.
What's it? I can't even fucking think of that song now. Oh, too bad. I was gonna rap for you. I was gonna rap it. I was gonna rap that shit, Easy E style.
We're not that show. Trust me. We like music. Rap. I'm not a
I don't
rap
know.
fan.
You come talking that shit, we'll pull your card. Yeah. They want nothing in life, you see, but to be legit. Don't quote me, Jay Davis. Because every time they said shit.
There's the line, and I think we crossed it.
Ernie, I know you ain't said shit, but God, did you have to do it now? Did you have to not say shit now?
I think you encouraged him.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I won't be there at 8. I got a couple motions to file and all that. So, you know, courthouse, NFC, courthouse, NFC. Which one? I don't know. I'm juggling a pair of invisible boobs at the moment. I don't know. It's the fucking uncensored show. I can do that. He can do that. He can do that. And once again, as usual, we invite your calls. Although no one knew we were going to do this show tonight. And so, inviting the calls may be futile. Either way, in observance of Independence Day, what?
Well, they were just saying the 3rd.
Yeah.
Support services. We'll do them on Monday. Oh, we're
Yeah.
screwed.
Did that just show up?
No, that's been on there.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it only showed up to me because now I've finally tuned into the fact that maybe I should throw out the guest call-in number 646-716-9690. I got that shit down now. 646-716-9690. That's the number to call Parent Unafraid. And you can talk all the shit you want. Talk all the shit. Don't be afraid. Because you know what? You might find yourself in this position where, what the shit just happened now?
We got hacked by Anonymous again.
Oh,
That reminds me.
reminds me. Let's carry on with that. What happened? What did
So,
our
I don't know how recent it
what
was.
did our friends pull?
My friend told me about the video, and I've still yet to watch the video, but from what I've heard, it was great. Our good old pals, the hacktivists themselves, had an interview along with a more notorious member of the Westboro Baptist Church. And in the interview, while they two were hashing out, the Westboro Baptist lady says, "Why are you guys hacking our sites? Stop hacking my site," or like one of their pages on Facebook or something. The hacktivist literally looks at her and says, "I haven't done it." Then he like goes off the screen and comes back. It's like, "No, I did it."
Like that.
It's great.
And so, Jeff,
Those guys. We're on the
it happens like that. And you don't need a beard. You don't need to grow that shit out. You just need to grow your fucking balls out. Admit the fact that you're wrong. Admit the fact that you've lied in court documents. Admit the fact that you have lied to your bosses. You've lied to the public. You've lied online. You've lied to everyone you fucking know. Admit it. Just grow a pair of balls. That's all I say.
That's all you need, really.
And then, having a nutsack, maybe your mask will fit a little better. Just a little bit.
Yeah. And maybe actually wear the mask instead of having some picture you found on the internet because you're too scared to put it on yourself.
Or maybe the mask means more than you wearing it.
Yeah.
Maybe the mask means more than me putting it on. Maybe the mask means that no matter what you say, no matter who you are, no matter what you hide behind, you can be found. The truth will come out. I'm not making a threat again. Or maybe I am. Who knows? Now I'm ambiguous. Not only am I anonymous, ambiguous. Anonymous, ambiguous. You don't know where it's coming from, motherfucker.
For real.
Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Ernie, it's good to have you around once again. We had no idea we were going to do a show tonight. Oh, Ernie knew. Ernie knew y'all would be doing a show.
Did you read it in the bones, Ernie?
Oh, Ernie knew. Ernie knew y'all would be back.
We're always back. He never left.
So.
It's a bunker. You can't just up and leave.
I mean, yeah. Who just leaves a bunker? I mean.
Safety.
So Jeff A. Vandenberg, we're going to introduce a new segment tonight.
The Fuck You Jeff show?
Now, you know, I believe it's going to be, what should we call it? We're going to introduce, let's introduce a new segment. Primarily, let's read the headlines from Legally Kidnapped. Just to keep in tune with what we're doing here. In Alabama, an Alabama couple who left sunburned kids in the hot sun during the Florida vacation are no longer foster parents. They were foster parents to begin with. Pieces of shit. Social worker says she could be fired for helping a neglected 7-year-old. How? I'd like to learn more about that one. What else do we have here? What else is good?
Jersey Care Inquiry. Former social workers'
concerns
covered up. Ooh.
They were covered up. So does that mean a social worker was doing their job? Unlike one Jeff A. Vandenberg.
Maybe.
Concern over a new Pennsylvania law requiring clearances for volunteers.
Ooh.
Such as the cost of workers who've never shown a fucking finger. They've never lifted a finger. They've never shown their face in my home. They've never done a thing to help my family. These volunteers. Is that the volunteers they're talking about? Sweeping reforms made for child protective services.
We're not seeing any of that here.
Sweeping reforms.
Like sweeping it under the rug?
That's a good one. That's a good segue, my friend. Oh, good segue into. Gosh darn it, that's good stuff, Jake. That's a good segue into some fucking Molly here. Nice one. Feel the government whip crack across your back. Alright, I got nothing.
I could just rabble about random nonsense.
And we're back. We're back to rap about random nonsense.
Alright.
Now, don't get the feeling though, how I don't want the general audience to get the idea that this has become a show about random nonsense. Because that's not the case. While we may rap about random nonsense, for the most part, just to entertain ourselves, and entertain the 6 or 7 of you who listen on a regular basis. Although, the numbers don't lie. We're going places. We're going places with this.
I'm gonna project, say, our own TV show by May of 2017.
Look out, ABC family. Look out.
Nah, dude. I'm thinking Fox. Putting some real stuff on that channel.
The WB. Is that a network? The WB?
I'm not quite sure. Or better yet, TBS.
Right after reruns of Married with Children.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm all about that. And, oh, God. I don't want to just pick up random things and we do a whole show about how many random things I could lodge in the skull of one Jeff A. Vandenberg.
I'd say he's screwed.
King of the Segway, Jacob Curran.
Oh, we don't have it on there.
No. But now that we have a direction for the show, now that we know that we're going full on, we're going all out, we're going fucking balls out on it. Whoa! I almost knocked this old son of a bitch over. Earthquake. But now that we know that Parent Unafraid is going nowhere, we're a fixture. We're a permanent fixture. We're a permanent thorn in the side of the CPS. We're a permanent thorn. Maybe not all we talk about the whole show. Maybe the whole show's not us just sitting up here saying, hey, CPS is doing wrong because of this. CPS is doing wrong because of that. But interspersed throughout the little comedic bits that you might hear on the show, interspersed throughout the social commentary, CPS, you're going to hear bits of truth. You're going to hear bits of Jay Davis telling you how it is. Jay Davis calling you out on your bullshit. Jay Davis informing the general public just how it is that you're fucking people around. So Jake, when I was out there the other day, the one crooked eye lady, the winking eye, the weird eye lady that I've been telling you about, Paula Jones, that's you. Yeah, you admit it, you got a fucking weird eye, Paula. So I'm out there, and they called Jeff in the office. Easy E fucking escorts them all in there, you know. And Jeff's supervisor's there, Paula Jones, who's the director of compliance for NFC. She's there. And Easy E says, y'all gonna be okay? Ernie, are you related to this motherfucker there? Are you related to this clown out here? Easy E, he my cousin. He worked out there at NFC.
Great.
Ernie Chambers got him that job.
We have a celebrity.
So we got a man on the inside. I may have treated you wrong, buddy. I apologize.
But now you're a valuable asset instead of just a valuable
When I
ass.
come and see you tomorrow at some random time throughout the day, I'll make buddies with you.
We will be friends.
Expect it.
Expect us. I just love that phrase so much.
Oh,
I'm pretty
so
sure they're sitting there. This fat kid is saying it one too many times. It's losing value.
God,
I'm
that's
sorry,
good.
but
You
it's
see
so
that
fun.
one?
Right
Yeah,
into
fucking.
liberty.
See how fucking round that one was? So.
Ooh, that moved through.
Yeah.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Almost as beautiful as those BB shots.
Yeah, we made some good. What? Yeah, oh, I should have made it a little higher. Oh! And it stands. One nation, under God.
Indivisible with screwdriver for all.
Look at that. Look at that fucker there. So, Jeff was sitting there in this office the other day, and I called him on his shit.
Ooh.
And his boss says, no, he's not involved anymore. I made sure he's no longer involved.
Oh, no way.
He's no longer involved. I said, well, how do you like that, Jeff? And he fucking smirks at me. He leans forward and he smirks at me. Jeff Vandenberg leaned forward and he smirked at me.
I'd have punched him.
Fortunately, I placed myself strategically.
Far from him.
Yeah.
Alright, that's smart.
I said, you get this motherfucker out of here before he gets hurt. Jeff was asked to leave. And so now, Jeff, now that you have nothing to lose, now that you've been removed, and I hope to God you're about to lose your fucking job,
You don't have to worry about him.
I invite you to not only call the show,
I'd love to talk to this guy.
I would love it. As an atheist,
Yeah.
you've got to want to
I have some
exclude yourself from that kind of company.
I have some anti-theistic viewpoints I would love to discuss with this guy.
Because this motherfucker's praying there's a God right now. You fucking shit face. Oh. This uncensored show is our thing.
Uncensored and unafraid.
This makes us we're on a par with Penn and Teller at this point.
Yes. I think we can make Howard Stern crap his pants.
Howard Stern cut his pants long ago is because he's so fucking old. That's what old people do.
I think he's just compulsive, and that's why he spouts all the shit.
You know what? There's no denying the fact motherfuckers worth billions at this point.
Yeah, even if he isn't funny.
He's not funny. He hasn't been funny. I haven't seen anything funny Howard Stern's done.
I even tried watching that stupid movie that was like about it, and I was like,
Not funny at all.
this is just stupid.
Not funny. There is obscenity.
Even South Park's not that bad.
There's obscenity committed in the act of stating a point. And then there's obscenity committed just to be obscene. There's nothing funny about obscene. All it is obscene. Obscenity and I don't know. I don't want to fucking hey. Since when? I can't be the voice of reason. I'm Jay Davis. I mean, I can't be the voice of reason. That's ridiculous.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. So yeah, well, be the voice of reason in this one.
It's just stupid.
The love of my life.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey. You know what? The world's a lot different now. The world's a lot different for Jay Davis. The world's in a place where 10 years ago, let me give you a timeline, a rough timeline. 10 years ago, Jay Davis, if somebody pissed you off, I'm just going to fucking hit him. That's what I do. 5 years ago, I've got a couple kids. I can't just go fucking hit people anymore. But you piss me off, odds are I'm gonna hit you sometime after bedtime, after, kids are in bed and things are all good at home, then I'm probably gonna come hit you. A year ago, I wasn't gonna hit anybody. My children were in my home. They were away from the harmful influence of their psychopathic mother, their uninvolved grandmother, and their drug-addicted piece of shit fucking great aunt Mary Edens. And Sandra Murphy and Jennifer Graves, Jennifer Boland, Jennifer Davis, whatever fucking name your fat ass wants to go by now. Yeah, I had them safe from you. They were safe from you. That was a year ago.
Nephew
fucker. That was a year ago, though. The last year, I didn't know who to hit. I didn't know if I could hit anyone. I've been fucking castrated. Because what I do is I hit people.
90 seconds.
Holy shit! Jay Davis hits people. That's what I do. I'm going to hit motherfuckers. That's what's going to happen. Whether it comes like this, or whether it comes via court order, whether it comes via... You don't know. You don't know what to expect. You are now CPS
You're within range.
unaware. You're unaware. I'm parent unafraid. You're CPS unaware. We're coming. Every fucking night from this point on.
60 seconds.
Uncensored. Quit fucking timing us down. Here it comes, Jake. Take us out. I'm Jay Davis.
And I'm Jacob Curran, and fuck you.
Fuck you.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
You're
Goodbye.
very welcome.
YouTubers.
We're still here.
Haha. YouTubers. So, there's been that whole deal. That whole thing. And I don't know what to say about it. Other than what I was saying. Which is, I hit people. I hit them. That's what I do. And so now we're going to just look at the camera and just flip it off. Like, yeah. But YouTubers, pay close attention. over the coming weeks because this shit's not done. Parents who've tuned in because they need hope, keep tuning in. You're gonna watch it pan out over the coming weeks as I do hit people. That's a fucking big old fist. That's
fist of the law.
It's a fist of a parent who's not gonna take any shit from these motherfuckers anymore. We're gonna entertain, damn right. We're gonna be funny, damn right. But in the end, somebody's getting hit. That's all there is to it. I mean, that's entertaining enough. That's pretty entertaining. And so, YouTubers, I will take you out with a special exit. What's a good special exit? Here's a good special exit, YouTubers. That's fist!
For my family, for my friends, for those that we lost our sleep. This is a message, this is for you. Never forget the lower east side crew.